What's up, you guys? UFO Proof here, and hopefully this is going out live. Of course, I'm doing it on Google Hangouts this time, so fuck if I know. It's been a pain in the ass lately. But for today, there's a couple of things I wanted to discuss. One is what's inside a UFO. So, let's kind of debate on that subject and, what your insights might be. And then also the live UFO hunt. If the weather is clear tonight, then it's going down because it should have went down last night. It was cloudy as fuck up. Even when I did my live broadcast last night, it was still cloudy. But after that, it got clear as hell and it was gorgeous out. And I had so many awesome sightings last night. It was fucking incredible, man. So I'm definitely going out tonight. But I learned some shit from going out last night and trying to set up all the equipment and stuff. So I'm glad I didn't do it last night and have it set up because it wouldn't have fucking worked for shit. And there's so many other things I have to adjust and tweak and, oh, I got to pass you guys the link, fuckers. I'm sorry. Let me do that. I'm going to post a link for the Google Hangouts if you want to come and join me in the comment section. All right. Oh, what up, Raymond? What up, Cooper? Cons, how you doing, buddy? Oh, yeah. Come say what's up. Link should be right there. So you guys want to come and talk to me about UFOs or whatever, tell me a story or, on UFOs or ancient aliens, feel free, come and join us, man. But I would just want to discuss like some of the shit that like fucking happened last night, man. So early in the night, before I did my live broadcast, I had seen it looked like a meteor bomb, but it was really close. In fact, but it looked weird because it looked like it was half gold and half silver. And it looked really, really close too. But I assume it was a meteor, but it was really weird looking. It was a fucking weird looking meteor. So I was like, okay, so that kind of like, I'm like, I think tonight might be a good night. And then it got all cloudy and kind of sucked, but I still wanted to go out and hunt anyway. And I did it and the sky got fucking crystal clear. And man, there was shit going all over the fucking sky. And so I remember pulling out my ISS tracker, or not my ISS tracker, but my satellite AR, which is an application that every UFO hunter should have. It's a fucking must. So as you can see, like some of the stuff, I don't know if you guys can see or read that. Let me see that. Yeah, search potentially visible objects, amateur radio. I mean, this hunts for everything, all right? But it'll show you anything that's in your area that you can see, any kind of satellite. And so, and it uses augmented reality. So you just hold your tablet up and it, like your camera sees the space or whatever, and then it puts a little satellite where it should be. And it does a really good job at tracking. Like whenever there's a satellite, it'll fucking nail it and track it, so that works perfectly to let you know, like when I'm using last night, I was using it and I could see that what I was looking at was definitely not a fucking satellite, that it wasn't, there was nothing anywhere near it. Like it was cool, man. And I had a couple cool sightings last night. I had also a bunch of satellite sightings, but of course, man, it was fucking, dude, it was sick. It was awesome. And I learned a couple things because I never really went and hunted at such a temperature. Like it's a little cooler out here at night in Washington, and the laser doesn't work very well. It has to be past a certain temperature. So I had to keep running in the house and like hitting it with a blow dryer and shit, trying to keep it fucking warm so the laser would keep working. I mean, it's something I knew about, but like I didn't think that this temperature would be cold enough to make the laser not work. I understood what it was like in Indiana, when it get cold, the laser wouldn't work at all. But out here, I was like, yeah, it's not that bad, and it still just fucking wasn't enough. I did post a link. So let me see. Sorry, guys, let me post this. Oh, what up, Ricky? How you doing? Jason Valance, Forerunner, doing good? Dennis, Monica, everybody. Mr. Sevensby, how you guys doing? Here's a link, you guys. Oh yeah, man, I've seen a bunch, dude. But what's really great, Monica, is when you see when you have like your app out, when you have like something like Heavens Above, and you can literally spot where every single satellite is. And then you see an object that's up there that's not a satellite, it's not an airplane or anything. You're like, that little motherfucker, you know? That's what's fucking cool. Not spy satellites, I presume. Well, I mean, even the spy satellites, you know, we would know, but it really comes down to, you know, what satellites just do physically, Mr. Sevensby, as in, did you spot the duck? Do you hear it? I hope not. As for when you like, you know, they don't ever like really go backwards, you know? Never heard it before. Really? Like it's fucking, you guys hear it right now? As for, oh, who's on here?
What up, man?
Hey, what up, Rich? How you doing, buddy?
Oh, fucking hanging out. Swing got some weed.
Hey,
What's
can
up?
you hear the fucking like that noise, like that like quacking kind of duck noise every so often?
Did
you hear it coming through?
Hold on, let me put my headphones on. I haven't yet. Let me check it out. Oh, first I guess I'd have to find my headphones.
Yeah.
I don't really hear it though right now. Hold on, let me turn your shit up on YouTube real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute my stuff and see if you hear it, and I'm just gonna keep talking about random shit and see if you hear it.
All right, bud.
All right, so I can't hear if he's saying anything to me or whatever. So I'm just testing this right now to see if there's that fucking noise being made by my stupid computer, because I cannot deal with that. It's like a little. It like makes this fucked up little noise, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know what it is, like something with my computer or something with the cable for the microphone. I mean, the mic's good. I use it for recording in the studio, you know, recording music and shit. It works fucking perfect. But for some reason, it makes this fucked up little noise, dude. Through the feeds, it seems to like I hear a noise. They hear a noise. I'm gonna see cable for let me see here.
Damn it.
Sorry, you guys. Oh, here, let me check.
I don't hear it, man.
Okay, what'd you say?
I don't hear it.
You don't hear it? Okay, well then, thank God. Because I was like, I'm gonna quit this fucker. I'm not gonna deal with that shit, dude.
That shit made you go crazy, huh?
Fuck yeah. Well, not me. I don't hear it. Oh, you got to mute your thing again, or your channel, like the YouTube video.
Yeah, I did. It might come.
Yeah, I don't hear it, but everyone else does. And I listened to it last night, and I'm like, that's fucking annoying, dude. I'm like, no, I couldn't even keep the show going. I was like, fuck this, dude. No, fuck away, man.
No shit, man.
Do you know if they still allow people to scan SETI? Oh yeah, of course they do. You know, I mean, people like link up with SETI and NASA and help them scan. Hey, yo, is Yoga Dork in the house? Nope, she would have already said something if she was here. If she was in the house, she'd be on fucking Hangouts with me right now. She always comes on, not like you pussies. Let's see.
All right, I'm gonna try it a different way, man, because hopefully this doesn't echo out really bad. Let's give this a shot. We're just
give it a shot. Blah blah blah
right.
blah blah.
How's that?
Nope. Nope.
Good?
Nope. No.
Echo?
No.
Is it
Super
echoing?
fucking echo.
Damn it. Hold on a sec. Keep a couple minutes. I'm gonna try something.
All right, go for it, man. So anyway, so what I wanted to discuss is like besides like these tools for UFO hunting. So I'm going to do this UFO hunt tonight as long as the sky is clear. It's kind of cloudy right now, but it doesn't look like not the kind of, it's like cumulus clouds or whatever, like the big little puff balls. So those fuckers just kind of float by. So as long as it stays like that, I'm hoping that we should be able to do it tonight. And I'm like, as soon as it gets dark, I'm going out there, you know. But I was having some problems with the camera, and I'm hoping that the program or whatever should be able to see it and everything. Like fucking, because you really got to zoom in, and it's really got to be like like bright stars and stuff. Although I did catch a bright possible satellite or UFO. I don't know. I didn't have the app, so I wasn't looking at the time because I was actually just using the camera. But I was able to zoom in on it, but you couldn't see all the other stars around it except for like one or two, like really the bright ones that it was passing. So hopefully I could figure out something for that. And then the fucking laser, I got to figure out a way. And if anyone knows a way, let me know of keeping that motherfucker warm at night. Like, you know, while it's outside. I was thinking like, you know, I got some thick like snow gloves and shit. I wonder if I could like put it in the snow glove, you know, like fucking, or maybe like one of those hand warmer packages, you know, like those little bags. I wonder if that would work. Probably. That's a good idea. I'm a fucking genius, dude. And that's what I should do. Like I should get some of those hand warmers and fucking put that in a glove and set the laser in there or something. Or Mylar. Maybe I could just like wrap it in Mylar. I wonder if that would work. Then I could have it attached to my camera. Oh, and then, you know, what really sucks is, so I'm trying to UFO hunt and I got my action camera, fucking this motherfucker. I got this bad boy right here hooked up to this fucking bad boy right here. Okay, I got like taped on and everything. Then I got my fucking laser that goes on top of it right here. And the whole setup was fucking perfect, but it got too cold and shit. It fucking sucked. But it was a pain in the ass trying to like focus in on anything. And like to if you don't have the camera hooked up to this app where you can like zoom in with it, then it's just a small little tiny hole on the screen. So you can't fucking see what you're looking at. You have to like literally have the app open, zoom in with it, and that app only records for like a minute at a time. It's fucking stupid as fuck for some reason. I don't know why it does that, but it does. And because I think, you know, we might be able to get better footage with this than with the Sony Handycam. You know, it's like, this is a nice camera, you know, from back in the day, you know, but it's got the night shot on it, you know, night vision or whatever. So, and plus it'll link directly to I can broadcast this live, so through XSplits. So that should be cool, but I'm not sure how well it's gonna work because I'm so used to using like my night vision and shit like that. So I guess we're gonna find out. Hopefully we'll be able to find out tonight. Let me see what you guys just there. Now I can hear you with no echo.
Yeah, I fixed it, dude. It just took me a second to redo all my wiring for my studio shit. So, you know. Hey, I've been noticing some weird shit lately, though, actually.
What's up?
Like Facebook and YouTube and shit, dude. I really think they're starting to censor their shit, man. I've been hearing people talk about it for a few weeks now and stuff. So I started noticing, and like, I got another buddy named Jeremy Phillips out in LA. He does these fucking skits and stuff. Yesterday, I was unsubscribed from him. Jeremy Phillips.
Don't know him, but yeah, I understand. But because I got a guy on here, Ducky #2, who fucking constantly, I like every day or something, it seems like I see him subscribe to me because I get an email every time someone subscribes to me, and I constantly see emails from him because he's constantly like, dude, I keep getting unsubscribed for you for some reason. He's like, what? And it's like, I know he's a fan of the show. I talk to him all the time. He's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but all the time, dude, my shit gets unsubscribed from you. And so they fuck around too. And censoring shit. Yeah, I put out a video about the Cincinnati shooting, you know, and I was actually making fun of all the people who call that shit a hoax when they're like, oh yeah, Sandy Hook was a hoax. Like, you fucking crazy psychopaths. Idiots, man. Yeah, I know, fucking morons, man. And so I'm making fun of them, you know. I'm like, I wonder how long it's going to take before some asshole comes out and says this is a hoax. Okay, so I'm making fun of them. And I put on the title, Cincinnati shooting, a hoax, fraud, whatever, to bring them all in. Basically, I was trolling those people. Yeah, and YouTube wouldn't let me monetize the video. Of course, I didn't monetize it anyway because it's only a 30-second video. Just like a little clip because I just wanted to fuck with people. But yeah, but they wouldn't let, if I wanted to, they wouldn't let me. There's, you know, just because of what the title is. But I think it's kind of cool because I don't think that shit should be allowed on YouTube. I think that's fucking, I think when you're crazy like that and you're causing families to fucking suffer, I mean, dude, people are like calling up those families and harassing them, saying you're liars and shit. And it's like, dude, my fucking kid was killed, you know? And they're calling them up like, you're a crisis actor. It's like, no, I'm just a dude, you know? I'm fucking, some crazy fucking asshole shot my kid in the face, all right? You know, like fucking, I think those people need to be fucking, I don't censor it. Like, I could give two shits, man. They want to censor all the fucking the racist fucking neo-Nazi fucking bullshit. Get rid of it. Fuck it, dude. I don't give two fucks. It's not. It doesn't affect me. You know. And
so I got kind of an idea.
What's up, man?
There's a place called paltalk.com. I was kind of saying a few times, but that's an easier way to. You have to check it out and shit. We can make it real easy. You can make it real easy.
What is it?
It's called paltalk.com. And you can actually have everybody go in there. You can open up your room, have up to 200 people in that room, and you can control who like hits the mic and shit, you know? And
yeah, like here.
One at a time. We all couldn't talk at once. Like only one of us could talk at a time.
Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah, it's kind of fun that way.
It's I think the thing is that you know, what everyone, because when some people want to be able to jump right in, and then some people will just sit there and not say anything until they're being polite and like taking their turn. So it's like fucking. I like the way Google how it works, and I think once we do it long enough, like when I have people come on here who've been on the show a bunch of times, they know when it's like take their turn and when to talk, when to stop and say like, all right, you know, like fucking. I think people kind of get the gist of it, you know.
Oh yeah, it comes easy.
Yeah.
So you heard the Third Phase of the Moon's last radio show they had?
It
was kind of funny. They had this guy call up and was talking about reptilian shit, right? So
someone was actually telling me that, dude. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh well, so I don't know. Fucking the next caller, guy that's Third Phase of the Moon. I can't think of his name right now, but anyway, he's like, well, this one caller really wants to get in, you know. So for some reason they can tell like the high priority or whatever. So he lets the guy on and fucking uncensored number or censored number, something undescribed, whatever the fuck they call it. So anyway, this guy comes up and he's like, yeah, I just want to talk to the last guy. He goes, we are here, we are around, and we are going to take over.
Oh,
I started laughing, bro. I was like, dude, he just got trolled, man.
Wow.
But you hear Blake like literally just kind of get, you know what I mean? Like he goes, nobody panic, and then all of a sudden he just like jumps off for a commercial.
He's like, God damn it, this fucking asshole.
So yeah, next time we got Blake and shit, I was kind of wondering or wanted to ask him about, you know, how they know, you know what I'm saying, how one more high priority than another. I know they could push that number one, but he like could tell like they had more power they were pushing or something.
Oh, because it's like this. It's because when you're calling in, they can see who's calling in, and when you call in, you're on hold. All right. So then they can see a time on how long someone's been on hold. So like this guy's a priority because he's been on hold for an hour or whatever, you know. So that's how they try to do it. I mean, that's how other radio stations do it. So I'm assuming that they do the same thing, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I sure thought that shit was funny. What the fuck was that guy's name? Something Star Child, dude. I don't know. Actually, I didn't even listen to the rest of the radio show either. I've been fucking seeing it up, but yeah, I wonder how he took that. I bet he just fucking straight panicked about lost his mind. Because the guy was like fucking pretty weird how he did it, but dude, first thing that came to my head was troll, you know what I mean?
Oh, hang on a second. Rocky Rouse says Sandy Hook was a hoax. No, Rocky, you're fucking wrong about that, buddy.
That guy's a fucking dumbass.
I love you, but yeah, you're stupid as fuck, dude. Come on, man. Those fucking kids got murdered by Adam Lanza. He fucking came in there and he shot the kids, all right? They died, you know? Shit. Fuck Alex Jones, all right? It's nothing about has to deal with guns. It's like they're not coming to take your guns. We still have our guns. They're not doing anything. Guns. I have plenty of guns. They're not coming for my guns, dude.
No.
I mean, fuck, man. But those kids died, you know. Those poor families, man. They got to suffer through so much bullshit because people like to believe that fucking nonsense. You're falling for conspiracy bullshit. That's what it is, man.
Hold on a sec, copyright that.
Go for it, buddy. I just posted a link down there for anyone who wants to come and join. Come and say what's up. Get on here. Where's my beer, Cooper? Jason says. I like what Cons was saying. Or is it this morning I got up and my morning wood was covered by a black bar? Censored conspiracy. That's fucking great, dude. You don't have, how come you don't have guns? Everyone has guns. In America, everybody has guns. That's what happens in Austria, dude. Like no one has guns apparently. It's like that. I think there's like, for every one person in America, I think there's something like 54 guns or something like that's fucking crazy. There's so many more guns than people. I'm like the worst progressive ever. I swear to God, dude. I look so lenient with gun laws. I'm like, yeah, fine. You want a gun? Take a gun.
This is what's funny about it. Everybody's worried about their guns. I'm probably worried about their ammunition. You know, fuck.
Yeah, you know, like that's right. Worry about the bullets, all right?
Yeah,
that's what you gotta worry about.
The guns don't do nothing, you know.
Abby's saying, so what's inside a UFO? Can you talk about that? Actually, can you talk about that, Abby? Because I don't know the answer. And I wish I did. I have no idea what is inside a UFO. And I think it's really interesting. You know, what do you think is inside a UFO? What up, Ricky? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
Doing good?
Oh yeah.
Good, buddy. Well, let's discuss this, all right? So what do you guys think is inside a UFO? Do you think it's an alien? Do you think it's an avatar? Are they controlling it remotely? Is it a probe? I mean, do they have probes and aliens in them, or what do you guys think?
My theory is actually it probably just a drone. I mean, if they're gonna send one in, they're not gonna come without knowing first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that makes perfect sense to me. I mean, that's something, if we're looking at it from a human perspective, that's something we would do. We don't just automatically send men to Mars or men to the moon first without sending a fucking probe to investigate it, you know? So
right.
it makes perfect sense to me, you know?
Perfect.
What up, Dave?
What up, man? How y'all doing?
Good, buddy. How you been, man?
Chilling.
Oh, just piddle farting.
Well, Dave, tell me, what do you think is inside the UFO?
Inside of their, I'm lost. I missed a few minutes. Where y'all at?
We're discussing about what's inside of a UFO. Do you think it's an alien? Do you think it's a remote controlled craft, a probe, an entity of from another dimension? What do you think?
Well, you have to have something logical somewhere along the lines that's operating said vehicle. I mean, we've taken a lot of time in it.
What do you think the chances
really
are that it's alien?
Well, shit, man. The further we get into DARPA and everything else that we've created here, it makes you wonder. But
it really makes you wonder. Yeah, it does.
You have to speculate because, I mean, there's too much out there. I mean, shit, like I told you, my sightings, I've gone back in some documentaries and I've seen stuff that's really closely resembled it that the government has produced. And it's like,
yeah,
well, fuck, now what am I supposed to think?
You know, exactly. I mean, makes perfect sense. Ricky, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think it's possibly, you know, it could be a combination of both. You know, I mean, because there's so many different types of UFOs.
Exactly.
You know, like say the one you saw, you know, the round one.
Yes.
It sounded like a probe to me.
That seemed like, it doesn't seem like, it's like, I don't think there was an alien like in a little ball, like balled up inside there, you know? So, but it affected my brain, like it made my thoughts echo. So,
man,
what kind of, probe, I mean, like, you know, fucking, you know?
It's a fucking stupid.
Well, like
you got me.
Rendlesham Forest,
the
one at Rendlesham Forest, it sounds more like a probe also.
Yeah, you know,
if that actually happened.
I believe it did. I like that story. I think it's a very interesting case, the Rendlesham Forest one.
Yeah, I do too.
Absolutely.
Making your thoughts.
Alejandro, you fuck, there he is. Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Good. What's up, everybody?
Good, man.
What's happening?
Well, Alejandro, what do you think, man? What's in there?
Man, bro, it's one of three things. It's either us, and we got some shit in there, like the drones that we have. It's one of their drones, or there's some little fucking men in there. I mean, what else could it be? It's one of those three things.
What do you think the chances are that these probes or these UFOs that we see are in fact extraterrestrial?
50-50.
You know what? When I was young, I thought everything was alien when it came to the ufology. You know, now, you know, shit, I think most of this shit is ours.
Well, I mean, like, the thing is like there are the stories, you know, the accounts of, you know, people like myself, you know, I don't think there's human technology that like affects your brain like that, although it could. But I don't even know about human technology that just makes a round sphere just fly with no propulsion system. You know? So, yeah, I mean, I have no idea. But hey, Cons, what up, buddy?
100 years ago, we were on horses, bro.
Fuck yeah, dude, exactly.
So imagine a civilization or something that could actually have reached 100,000, 1,000,000 years ahead of us.
Yeah.
We're babies. We can't
You
even
know?
imagine it. We can't even
Exactly. That's the thing. You look at that technology and you think it must be magic. It must be extraterrestrial, something that's more advanced than us, because it looks so far fetched that it's hard to actually believe what you're seeing. So I completely understand. If it's extraterrestrial, I have no idea. But I mean, I assume so, because what they can do is so just different from like what you would see in normal everyday general relativity that it's just
we can't understand it.
Yeah, it's like it's really hard to even like comprehend, man. Cons, what do you think?
Well, thanks for asking. First of all, in my opinion, we have first to find out what a UFO really is before we talk about what's inside it, because I think it's many possibilities there.
What do you think? Okay, so say we look. Wouldn't that mean it's going hand in hand? If you find out what it is, then you would find out what's inside of it.
Well, it's much easier to find out then, I think, because if it's some kind of a probe, then we know it's not going to be biological entities inside it. If it's like interdimensional, then maybe there will be, I don't know, interdimensional aliens in there. So, but at the moment, it's kind of,
yeah. I wonder, like, if they had if an interdimensional UFO, if it came from another dimension, what would exist inside the UFO? Would it just be a solid piece of metal and like its consciousness or its energy is in it or something? I wonder what would be in, like, if you were to cut it open. You get it? Like, take that little black fucking probe that fucked with me, that little motherfucker, dude. Cut him in half. I just want to say this. I'll dissect an alien in a second. I know people are always like, that's fucked up. You can't do that because they'll go and dissect them. Bullshit. I want to see what's in its fucking brain, dude. I want to know what's in there, that little motherfucker. I'll cut an alien open in a second, dude.
No, seriously.
I wouldn't cut an alien open, you guys. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just saying, though. But for real, what do you guys think is inside of it? If you were to cut that little black sphere in half, what do you think would be inside of it?
Well, just think about some of the maneuvers they make and how quickly they change direction. If you had an actual living life form in there, how would it be mounted in stationary, or would it be free to move? And if it did, would it be like a fucking pinball in there rattling around?
Yeah, I wonder.
You see. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're right, Dave. I want to continue with what you're saying, because if they're like, it seems like once you're within the UFO that there is no more inertia. Like, there seems like they don't have the effects of inertia, don't affect it. Like, there is no, like, there is, like, you can go a million miles an hour and take a right-hand turn and you won't slam up against the side of the UFO and like get crushed, because like you don't have the effects of inertia anymore. So that's what it appears to be. But I mean,
so would that be them eliminating the gravitational field, and then that coincides with the bubbles that you see when the warp around the actual craft?
Yeah.
But you're thinking of a human being in that craft.
Fuck no, dude.
Not something else.
But they say the gray aliens are so fragile. How can that little son of a bitch be able to fly around like that?
Yeah, Now, I had heard a theory. In fact, if you read the book, the Day After Roswell, that book, he says that the aliens were, and now, I mean, obviously, I think he's, not correct, because I really don't believe in Roswell, but he does say that the aliens that they found were in fact avatars controlled from a distance, and they are like the movie Avatar, okay? And this was well before the movie Avatar came out. He's like, they're like these little avatars that people control, like, like a being is controlling them from, million light years away or whatever. Hey, what up, Tyler? How you doing, buddy? Oh, he's hitting me up on the Hangouts. Let me send him the link, dude. Boom. There you go, buddy. Yeah, no. So I mean, like, that's what he's saying, and like their body was specifically made for space travel and shit like that, like the effects of it and everything. I mean, I don't know. Like, I think he's full of shit, but
Well, what about like Bob Lazar? Didn't he?
I fucking love
the inside of.
I like Bob Lazar.
Like,
Me too, dude.
yeah,
I gotta
do
agree with
too.
what I agree with what he says, man.
He's about, you know, he's the most.
What up, John?
He seems to be so
Raiders.
honest
Yeah.
about what he's saying.
Oh, he does. He really does, Ricky. It's something. There's something about him that just rings truth. You know, like he's always had the same story. He obviously he understands the physics and he obviously understands the engineering part, which is why I think they would have liked somebody like a Bob Lazar to be working with them, only because like in everyday science or whatever, like if you like take CERN and the Large Hadron Collider, you have theoretical physicists and then you have engineers, and the engineers can't build anything without the theoretical physicist, and the theoretical physicists don't have the skills to fucking engineer or build something. You need the two kinds of scientists together to actually create something like that. And Bob Lazar is, in fact, both of them. He does the theoretical physics and he's an engineer. Like he needed some material for a project he was working on, and you had to create it in a particle accelerator. So he made a particle accelerator in his backyard. So he's got the skills to do that shit. So he seems like the perfect candidate for a project like that, where you want as little people on it with as much knowledge as possible.
The only thing missing is a UFO.
What's
Right?
up?
The only thing missing is a UFO, because everything else kind of, he said a lot of shit, but a lot of shit during time checked out.
Oh, exactly. That's the thing. Yeah, like everything that he said, like being able to describe how you, like before him, no one heard of Area 51. There was no Area 51. No one even fucking knew about that place. And he's like, no, there's a fucking secret air base out there, but that's not even the air base I'm talking about. He's like, I just landed there. There's the outside of it, S4, and so he knew exactly how you got there, what planes you took, like fucking who you go through to get hired at a place like that. He was right about every one of those things. You would think that he would have to have been a part of it to know that shit, or he had a best friend who was in it or something and told him every single thing. I don't know, maybe.
I know, like if he was working like at McDonald's right now, I'll be like, that dude is crazy.
Yeah.
But he's making some real shit out in the field, So he says checked out. The only thing that's missing is the UFO.
Right? John, what do you think? What's inside the UFO?
Nah. I don't think what they said it is.
What do you think?
Honestly, if I think there was like a crash at Roswell, I think it was just like some fucking fucked up, burned ass humans. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
if
there was, I don't believe there was.
Roger,
If there was.
poor Roger.
Just take a regular UFO sighting. We're not a specific craft, not a specific sighting, but just in general. What do you think is in general? Do you think they're extraterrestrial?
I would like to believe that there's I believe there's a possibility. I believe that 90% of the shit we see is just not,
Exactly.
It's like the first episode of the new X-Files, like, they are like, oh, we're all wrong. It's just the humans. It's the humans with the technology. It's not fucking aliens. It's just like, that's just common sense if you think about it, because it's military will tell you themselves 50 years ahead of you. We are 50 years ahead of you. 50 years, that's, what did we do in the last 100? What?
Yeah.
Like, look what we did in the last fucking 100 years.
We were on horses.
You think in 50 years from now, which they have now, so 50 years from now, they got 100 years. It's just only going to get crazier.
Imagine.
I see. I follow you.
I mean, Tupac fucking played on stage. The dude's been dead since the 90s.
Tupac has not played on stage.
I love you.
No, he had the hologram. The hologram.
Oh, a hologram.
The hologram.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. He's definitely dead.
Oh, yeah, I'm not getting into that. Fuck that conspiracy shit.
Yeah,
But
right.
my thing is, I believe, of course, I mean, I'm not an idiot. There is other intelligent life out there. Do I believe they're visiting us? I believe they have. Do I believe they're here now? Who am I to say?
Oh, okay. So check us out. New Rock Age sent a message or whatever saying, Kyle, I think I know you. End of 2011, you did stand-up comedy, right? If so, I have seen your show. As a matter of fact, I did. I've done comedy for years, man.
I said I wanted to.
That's fucking.
The next time I came on. The next time I came on here, I wanted to tell my story. Most of my UFO encounters, which, like I said, just unidentified flying object. That's all it is. I didn't know what the fuck was flying ahead of me or above me.
Yeah.
Most of them, besides two, I've been around people. You know, I've been around a lot of people. When I was talking about on 4th of July, we were all drunk as fuck at a party, and we're playing beer pong and shit. And my homie's like, you know what? Let's go outside and, you know, shoot off a few rounds and shit. I'm like, motherfucker, we're in the county. That shit ain't smart. And he's like, ah, fuck it. And so we go outside, and he's like loading a clip in, and I'm like, this ain't very smart. And I look up, you know, just look up, and I see a bunch of red dots like flying around. Like, and I'm like, is that an airplane? And then for a second, like, I didn't say this out loud. I'm just looking up, confused as shit. And then I just looked down, and he looks at me and said, well, what's wrong? And I was just like, don't look up.
Don't look up.
He was like, why? I was like, well, just don't look up. Because I instantly realized that is not anything I've ever seen. That's not something that is like fucking mainstream. Oh yeah, we have these. That's not out in the public, because all of a sudden they started going in circles and back and forth, and
wow.
I'm like, what the fuck? And then the next day, you know, I just let it go. The next day, I wake up, hungover. This motherfucker's on YouTube, searching everything he fucking can to find these red dots.
Yeah.
Everyone he finds is on a holiday. Everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, you know, at first I wanted to say that, man, fuck that. That's just fireworks. Go fuck yourself, you know, because I don't want, you know, I didn't want to drop myself into something that I wasn't ready to be, you know, ready to accept. I just wasn't, I'm gonna be honest. And then when he started looking it up, I started becoming more and more and more interested in the UFO, you know, scene.
Yeah.
Then third phase, you get secure team, you get all these shit. And then I start looking at it, I distance myself, because I'm like, no the fuck way do you guys have all the answers, all the videos. Why the fuck? You know, I still knew the mainstream media is a lying piece of shit. It's always going to be a lying piece of shit.
For sure.
So when I seen that shit, I was like, why the fuck wouldn't the mainstream media would make a fucking fat ass dollar off this? Just common sense. If it's this obvious for you, nobody to get it,
well,
they've got to have it.
You got to consider this, though. Now, I have actually seen countless reports on mainstream media of UFOs. I've seen it.
Yeah, but they're always
plenty of
bullshit.
times. Yeah, and it's like, well, the thing is I think when you see a UFO story on Fox, you know, you know, but when you see a UFO story on Larry King, that lends some credibility to, because he's not going to have some nutso on his fucking show, you know. He
make fun of everybody,
you know.
But then
and that's the thing, they right, they'll make fun of everybody, you know. But
I remember, was it like 2005?
I've seen it on plenty of newscasts.
They shit on him on the low. You know what I mean?
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
How long have you been doing this? You know, and that's fucked up, man. I haven't seen a good report on TV without them saying it was a meteorite or them
or something. Yeah.
Stupid shit. You know what I mean?
Tyler, let me get your opinion, buddy. What's inside the UFO?
Oh shit! Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you, buddy.
I was just checking.
Now we
my
can.
mic.
Oh, now we
my
can.
mic is kind of.
It sounds
all right.
fine.
So my opinion is I think all UFOs, drones or not, are remotely controlled.
Seems
by this world.
It makes sense.
It makes sense, yeah, for sure.
Because how else can they pull off those maneuvers?
Well, if you're if you're canceling out gravity, that would affect inertia, right? So you wouldn't have the effects of inertia. So I mean, that does seem like it could be a possibility. But
like I can go outside right now with my quadcopter that I just got.
Yeah.
Off the same maneuvers that a UFO can pull off.
Well, yeah, they have jets that they
now,
you know,
going from a hover to quickly accelerating, doing 90-degree turns, I can do that with a quadcopter. So
not like a UFO, man.
I mean, yeah, our technology doesn't match up with theirs, but the principle is the same.
Well, see, that's the thing. The principle would say once you get up to a certain speed and attempt it, the mechanics within your own craft would destroy themselves.
True, and like the
So-
speeds that they're accelerating at, any aircraft or craft that humans have would just tear itself apart because we don't
Correct.
have those kind of the materials don't match.
You know, and now maybe it could
Something
be that
on
maybe it
board.
could be the materials, yeah. But you know, if nothing's on board, if it's not a living creature, I mean, I would think that I think you got to be right about that. That probably, you know, like okay, none of the bullshit, none of the misidentified UFO sightings, but just talking strictly about the ones that are true UFOs that do the amazing maneuvers and stuff. I would say fucking, you know, more than half of them are probably remotely operated somehow, as opposed to having a little creature inside, you know, a little alien or something, you know.
That made out of materials that are not from this planet, like.
Well, that would make sense if they're, you know, if they're not from here to begin with, you know. But
There's
maybe
a
there's
planet.
Does it really?
That's
Does it really make
found a
sense
planet that's
to say this technology, to like evaluate this technology from our point of view, because we don't really have an idea about what
Exactly.
the UFOs come from.
We're
So,
like kids.
so it's not possible that they can do this kind of maneuvers without killing people inside it. It's just not true because we have no idea what technology we're talking about.
correct,
Yeah,
you know, and
like,
so
we don't even know where they come
it's all
from.
theoretical. So whether it's so even if it even if it's the material, unless you're affecting the space time around you, then it's going to affect us, or it's going to affect the physical matter that, you know, exists in, you know, our dimension or whatever. It's going to affect that the same way. So I mean, I would
Gravity
think that-
technology
directly
could be
is effective, you know.
their
aging and
technology
stuff.
could be so advanced to the point where they have the technology to create their own gravity fields around the craft
Yeah.
and cancel out.
And we know that we know that we can use special relativity to manipulate space-time. We know for a fact it works. So why wouldn't it be able to be now? Like Bob Lazar again was, you know, returning back to him. That's exactly what he said. The craft that he worked on could do. That it would access and amplify the gravity B wave, the strong gravity. And that's the gravity that holds neutrons and protons and stuff, or electrons spinning around each other. That gravity on the quantum level, he says that this machine would access it and then amplify it like a fucking like a synthoscope or whatever. It would fucking, you know, it would amplify it like a microphone, you know, and it would expand it to past the perimeter of the craft, and then you're within your own little gravitational field, so the outside world doesn't really affect you. And I mean, it makes sense in like world, you know, it makes sense. And, you know, it's like that I can understand. And then also a lot of the other stuff that comes with it, like invisibility. That's something that would happen too, because it would in fact be bending the light. We know that by viewing stars from behind the sun during a solar eclipse. They appear off to the side. Well, they're not really off to the side. The light's just being warped and bent around. It's just going curved around the sun, and then you're able to see it. So we know it bends light. So in fact, in essence, the craft would be invisible. So, you know, it makes sense to me, like the stuff that he says. But I think like if an alien craft is coming here with the alien inside, that they would have to have something like that, you know, more than just like the material of the craft. But I think that could have a lot to do with it too.
Yeah, they better come with beer and weed, these fuckers.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's not a good
They better
job.
bring us. I want some space weed, dude.
Yeah, I want something better that I've never tried before.
I want some fucking, dude, I want some fucking Saturn cocaine.
There.
Okay?
Hey,
Okay.
I want some
That
cocaine
weed
from Saturn,
asteroid?
dude. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck, dude.
Hey, can I get some?
Kyle wants
Where
to
can I get it?
Kyle wants to get his hands on that marijuana asteroid.
That's right, dude. Fucking big space rock of DMT, dude. That's what I want, man.
I'd take an extinction size hot rock.
Fuck yeah, dude. You know, an extinction size. I love that.
You're gonna try to charge it too high, Kyle. You're gonna be
Never
like,
ends.
fuck no.
Oh fuck, man.
Speed about drugs.
Let me check. I gotta look at the comments again because I feel bad. Oh, there's Isaac Willie. What up, Isaac? How you
I don't
doing?
know. I caught a troll earlier. I just was reading that. by some
Oh, there was a
Jason
troll?
song.
Haha,
No,
fucker.
they
Yeah,
call
when
me
I
a
come on
troll.
here, I don't even look at that shit, man. I be fucking blanking on that.
I know, I gotta make sure I check this out, dude. Okay. Oh, what up, Adam?
No, some dude named
New Rock
Jason was
Age.
calling me
That's
one.
so cool. This guy on here on the comment section, that's so fucking awesome, you guys. This
What is
guy
that?
on the comment section in YouTube right now, New Rock Age, he's actually seen me perform live, like stand-up comedy, man. That's fucking awesome, dude. Like back in 2011. I'm like, that's fucking sweet, dude. New Rock Age,
Yeah.
fucking rock, dude. That's so cool, man.
Hey, Kyle, I have a question.
Yes, sir. The answer is weed.
Uh,
Sorry. Go
Good
ahead.
word is weed.
my question is, now that you seem to have the YouTube and Hangout streaming, will you do another interview with Third Phase?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. And that's the thing.
Did
No,
they do a complete 180, and are they on our side now?
That's the thing. They're fucking. They
Well, that's
want
gonna
to
be
be
awesome.
on our side, man. And I'll tell you this, man. I didn't. You know, like, dude. I was like, I trust them as far as I can throw them, you know, because I'm like, fucking. They put out bullshit forever, you know. But it's up to us to fucking be willing to give anybody a chance to come and join our side and fight for truth. There's fucking, if we're not doing that, then we're not doing the right thing. We're doing the wrong thing, you know.
Yeah.
We need to fucking change people's minds about ufology. And if we succeed in that by changing people like this, that's fucking incredible. It's exactly what we're setting out to do. And I'll tell you this, the last like few videos, and I'm not talking about their radio shows, okay? Because they got, those are the callers they're talking with, so that's up to them or whatever. However, you know, like that's like putting you guys could come on here and talk all kinds of crazy shit. I'm not a flat earther, I hate it, but people come on here and talk about flat earth, but it has nothing to do with me, you get it? So I'm not talking about that shit. But the videos that they've been putting out, I was fucking impressed, dude. I'm not gonna lie at all,
fucking
dude.
stupid. I'm
Dude,
sorry.
they put out some fucking good, like the last couple of videos they put out, I was like, dude, these are fucking real. They were using like science for once. Like it blew away every.
Do we forget these guys have bills to pay? Like, they can't just quit everything. They have bills to pay. They live in, what, Maui or something? Or Hawaii?
Yeah, they live in
that shit's
Hawaii,
expensive as fuck.
But they just changed from doing like what they were doing to like doing it like the way we do. You know, using science, talking truth about shit, and like the videos that they were putting out are fucking. I was impressed, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, these are actually really good. Like fucking, they were doing a good job. So I'll give them props on that, man. You know, but I do have to finish the interview because it got cut off fucking halfway through, you know. And the whole point is for people to come on and talk to them and say, hey, what's up, and ask their questions and shit, you know. So you guys got to remember this. Like, it's, you know, I was super friendly with them, you know, when we were talking, but that was like the 10th time we had talked. You get it? Like we had Skyped together a bunch of times and fucking, you know, you guys know how I am, you know. So it's like fucking, you know, I just, you know, fucking laid it out, and you know, we did it in private, and you know, everything came out. I understood it. I'm like, I see, I got you, you know, and fucking, I'm like, makes sense, you know, and that they're, you know, wanting to do the right thing. Then I'm like, it's up to me to be like, fuck, you know, I got to support it, you know, for anybody. Even Igor Kran, if he wanted to come and do the right thing, I would be like, come and join us. Come and do the right thing, Igor, you fucking moron.
Okay, so my second question.
Yeah.
Do you see the potential of them being taken off of the UFO blacklist?
No.
Not
I don't see it. No.
Not yet.
Not yet. No. I don't
Not
see
yet.
it,
It's
you
too
know.
early.
The potential.
Wait.
I'll tell you this. Dean will give anybody the chance to come on, and like anybody could go to Dean and fucking and request a reevaluation of their fucking name being on the list. Okay, he would do that for anybody because he's fucking cool like that. And so he would take if you like came at him and said, hey, this is what's up, and I'm doing this or whatever, he's the kind of guy that would take people off of it, you know, who wanted to go good. So I'm gonna have to say that yes, there is a potential, albeit a fucking fraction of a fractal, but it's on there, you know.
I had a question. I absolutely love your ancient, like, alien videos. Like, those things, like the fucking Tomb of Osiris, I have to say that was the fucking best one.
That's
just because,
awesome.
like, you're like, common sense. You know what I love about your shit? Common sense. You have common fucking sense. That's the least of all senses with people, and it fucking aggravates me. It's like, I get red-faced, and it's like, fuck it, I need a beer type shit. But what I wanted to ask you is, You ever thought about Alexander the Great?
Oh yeah.
You know,
People call me that
there's
all the time.
there's a lot of crazy UFO stories in there. Of course, I understand it's like the same thing as you said when when my friend told me about maybe you do a colonial one and they talk different. Things were different.
Yeah.
And not only that, is his library was destroyed by 2 religions and civil war.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking that I mean, you're the best at doing this type of research, and maybe you could pull something out your fucking ass with some shit like that, because I was really interested in it. His most famous quote is, you know, I'm not afraid of an army of lions led by a sheep. I'm afraid of an army of sheep led by one lion.
Yeah. You know, that's a fucking badass quote.
Wow,
That's my new logo.
sick.
I don't know how
Yeah.
I don't know how Alexander came up with that. He looked into his crystal ball and stole that shit from me.
Well, he also said,
Yeah.
he also
Fucking
said,
awesome, dude.
A future.
he said the man cannot lose if he continues to try. Like, you can never lose. And he never lost one fucking battle. One battle. Like, that dude's crazy.
Well, no. He lost some battles, you know, but
well, you know, the war, I guess. I mean,
yeah, and that's the thing with Alexander the Great. Now, he did have. Now, this is what's cool. Okay, this is what's really interesting. So, in one of his exploits, okay, he was battling with India. All right, and this is the first time they were like, they had never even seen an elephant before, and so the people were like, "Holy!"
Oh, are you talking about the Hideous River or whatever?
Yeah, like there was a tale that was told by both sides about these shining shields that flew around in the sky. All right, and that it frightened the army or whatever, and so the men were refused to fight. Now, this was just it was like a tale on both sides of the aisle, because Alexander the Great, his men told the same story, and then on India's side, one of their kings or lords or whatever actually they said that he took a Vimana and flew it over their armies, and it frightened the army away. And then on Alexander's side, he told a story about how these flying shields came over and frightened the men, and so they refused to fight. You know, like fucking. It's interesting because they were talking about the same battle, the same war. So it's like, you know, I mean, you know, but the thing is like about that, I haven't actually seen the documents stating that. You see what I'm saying? Now, this is, you know, I've read about it by, you know, credible people, but I've never actually seen what text does that come from? You know, that I can't find. And believe me, I fucking looked for it, but, you know, but the people who have repeated it have, you know, excellent credentials and shit. So credentials I wouldn't really, you know, I wouldn't not trust. I would be like, oh, these guys, you know, what they say is probably legit. However, I haven't seen it. Maybe it's not online, so I don't know. But yeah, I still think that's kind of cool, though, you know.
Which brings me to the library. You know, he had the most massive library. They easily always like bragged about, oh, we have like 1 million scrolls and stuff. Well, when it was destroyed, you got to think about it. Before it was the Civil War, you know, Julius Caesar, you know, and all that, and then it was the Catholics by the Pope. And what do the Catholics have? The biggest library.
The Vatican, you know.
Yeah, they have that library. I mean, you've heard from a lot of crazy assholes too, but I mean, the Vatican has recently even said that they are giving the chance of extraterrestrial life, that it doesn't.
They were saying that doesn't go in. They're saying a belief in extraterrestrials does not go against the belief in God, and that you can be a Christian and a Catholic and still believe in extraterrestrials, and that the Pope himself would baptize an alien. He's like, I baptize an alien. I don't give a fuck.
That'd be sick as fuck. I hope he does.
I know. I hope he does too, dude. I love El Popa. I love
Let me
Pope
baptize
Francis,
an alien.
dude.
I want to
He's
do it.
awesome, dude. You know he's a scientist, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're all into science now, and I think where we should look for like questions in the past and UFOs like in the past is, you know. But what does they say? It's like miles and miles worth of documents and stuff.
Oh, fuck
it would
yeah.
just take forever for anyone. And then, you know, this is the problem. We're gonna get greedy. Like, say I find something and you find something that contrasts against mine. You know, it's like back in the day when people were finding dinosaurs. You know,
What's that? Have you ever
stuff
read
like
the
that.
Vatican files? The Vatican files? That are we talking about?
Yeah, the Vatican.
No, I'm just saying, like, it would be a conflict of interest, you know, if you know, you don't have too many of the like-minded, but you also need that whole Mulder and Scully thing, someone who doesn't believe and someone who does believe. Because I think that's how you get the real information.
We will never get in there, bro.
Oh no, but the thing is like it's not really like the excuse me, it's not really like the UFO thing that's excuse me, being hidden. Whereas much as it's probably a lot more of the pseudepigrapha that's being hidden, and that they just don't want people to see that. And that's the fucking issue, because then you're going to have all kinds of warring factions like you do now between Christians and Catholics, even though they're all Catholics, you know, which means all Catholics are in fact Christians, you know, they're the same fucking thing. But they're like, oh, there's Christians who are like, the Pope is the Antichrist and shit, because they're all crazy Southern rednecks and shit. But they're like, you know, shit like that. They don't want to split any more people away and split the, you know, cause any more factions in the church. But I bet you more of anything that the Vatican files are a bunch of pseudepigrapha and other apocryphy text, you know?
Oh, you know, all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
They might have some. They might have some little gems in there, but it's basically like.
I think they have a lot of everything.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, you know, what if there's like a whole nother book of Enoch, dude? You know, like there's a whole nother like a book of giants and stuff. I mean, imagine if they had like a complete scroll of the book of giants. You know, that's a fucking. I don't know if you guys have read that in the Bible. It's fucking amazing, dude. It's a apocryphal text. It's part of the pseudepigrapha, but it's fucking incredible, dude. And it's part of the Dead Sea Scrolls, in fact. So the book of the giants, and it's funny because the giants are they're in fact giant beings, they're giant people or whatever, but they're just like people, they're just giants, and they existed on Earth long before us or whatever. But one of them had a dream and went to Enoch, because Enoch was known for being able to interpret dreams. So they went to Enoch and they're like, hey, interpret this dream for us. And Enoch listened to him and interpreted it and said, I'm sorry to tell you, but God is going to wipe you guys out. You know, and they're like, what? And he's like, yeah, God is going to kill off all the giants. Sorry. You know, and they're like, we can't let this happen. You know, don't let us die. And Enoch went on their behalf and spoke with God. He went to God and said, hey, can you not destroy the giants because they want to live? And God's like, nope, get the fuck out. And Enoch's like, hey man, sorry guys, tough luck, man. Better luck next time, gotta go. You know. Wow, yeah, that's true. That's true. And it's funny because he writes about it in the book of Enoch, and then the giants write about it in the book of Giants. And so the two stories actually correlate together. It's fucking fascinating, man.
A lot of stories in the Bible seem like they're just like the story tales, but it's crazy, huh? How they kind of coincide with life as well. You know?
When you look at like the Old Testament, you know, or the Torah from the New Testament, then you know, which is nothing but the Old Testament. All right, the Torah is the first 5 books of the Old Testament, and that's the beginning of the New Testament. So they basically just stole it, you know, from the Jews or whatever, and made it their own.
When I was young, I used to be scared. Like I used to read Revelations, and it used to scare the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, Revelations is fucking scary, man. You know, but something. Now, let me tell you something. Okay, when Saint John, he had been exiled. All right, so he was salty as fuck. You get it? So when he's writing shit like that, I'm like, dude, you know, I'm not so sure I'm gonna trust the scripture written by a fucking hater. He was a total hater. He was a troll. I think he was trolling him, dude. He was trolling him. I think.
Funny.
Saint John was a troll. He was hating on him, dude. He was hating on the fucking Catholic Church. He was hating on the Pope, hating on fucking Caesar, everybody. They like excommunicated his ass. They're like, get out of here, St. John. We don't like you anymore. I forget.
That's why there's never a picture with his back, because he had a troll on there. He had a tattoo of a troll.
Yeah, yeah, right.
It seems like the book of Revelations.
That was a joke.
Go on, Ricky. What'd you say?
Can be interpreted many different ways, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of like Nostradamus or something.
Exactly.
You know?
Nostradamus. I'm not even sure he was making predictions. His quatrains, I'm telling you guys, he was in a band. He was in a band. That was the name of his band. It was fucking quatrains, dude. And he would just write some like poetry shit, dude. All right. It's fucking, this shit doesn't make any fucking sense. It's just mumbo jumbo fucking, you know, I'm like, what the fuck is this asshole talking about, dude?
That shit's funny, bro. Yeah, he just was spitting out, everyone was a song, right?
Every one of them was a rhyme. It was just a cool fucking rhyme. He was just spitting out he was just fucking freestyling and shit, dude. Fucking Nostradamus was like this fucking slick freestyle Eminem rapper back in the day, dude. What the fuck, man? That's what I want to name my band, Quatrains, dude. That's fucking cool, dude. That's a cool fucking name, man.
No shit. Yeah,
that's actually a cool name for a band.
So, you know, I was thinking about
Isn't that cool?
Secure
Some
Team
Dream
10,
Theater
you know, that Tyler shit. I want to say it real quick while I'm thinking about it. But
What?
you know, I was thinking one way really to fuck with them is I watched a video one time. You know, they got this YouTube thing that you can get it to like how many subscribers you got, and it does this annoying click. You know what I'm saying? When you fucking somebody unsubscribe or subscribes.
Yeah.
Somebody just really went there and started hitting that subscribe button a bunch of times. A bunch of fuck with them.
Hey.
I'd say that. I thought about that for a while ago. I
That's
haven't tried
funny.
it yet, but I might.
Where did Alex go? We're like looking at his ceiling. Oh, there he is. Okay. I'm like, what the fuck are we looking at, dude? We're looking at the ceiling.
I didn't want to down that beer in front of everybody.
Oh shit. Shit, give me a break. Hey Tyler, how come you're not on camera, man?
I don't know.
And here they.
Maybe I'm camera shy.
Oh fuck you, dude! You're the first one to do a Google Hangout with me, you asshole. Get your ass on.
I do love your picture, the battlefield with the.
I know the fucking
Ghost Rider.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking bad Ghost Rider and shit, dude.
Yeah, I used to play Battlefield all day, every day, man.
What do you mean used to? If you don't play Battlefield, you don't live life.
I don't play it anymore. I
was gonna say, no, if you play Battlefield, you ain't living life, okay? You're busy playing Battlefield. While you were playing Battlefield, I was getting fucked, dude. I was fucking
everybody.
Girlfriend, dude.
Let's see.
You fucking gamers are crazy, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
You guys are
I love
so
games,
nuts,
but
dude.
Come on, they're different from Mario Brothers, bro. Because now, boy,
yeah, a little bit different.
My friend, like, he plays like Call of Duty and shit here all the time, and I play too. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not a pro like he is. But he says, "Ain't you having fun?" And I'm like, "Fuck no, I'm stressed out."
No, see, you know, let me tell you something, okay? You want to know why I don't play shit like fucking or Battlefield or fucking Halo or any of that shit? You know why? Because I don't like being degraded by a 12-year-old kid, all right? That's why. I don't want some fucking little asshole 12-year-old fucking telling me the most disgusting sexual shit he's gonna do to my anus, and I'm just like, what the little pervert talking about? I've been so degraded by a 12-year-old in my fucking life, dude. I was like, I'm done. I'm out of here.
He will degrade you, bend you over.
I was like, what the fuck? I got this, and this little kid's talking to me, and he's like, hey, man, you know what I did? Like, he's got this high-pitched voice. I'm like, look at this little ass. What the fuck are you guys into, dude? I was like, I can't do it, man. I'm done, dude. Fuck this. I'm degraded and just, oh, God. I had to go take a shower. I felt dirty. I was, like, violated, man.
Hey, man, you will get murdered and talk shit and booted out by a little ass kid down there. All right?
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh, dude, we got like just a second ago, we had 48 viewers. You know, last night when we went live or whatever, Morning Joe was on live. All right. You guys know Morning Joe, right? Morning Joe was on live and he had 36 viewers, like live, you know? I'm like fucking, and we had, or he had 37 viewers, and at one time we had like 36 viewers live at the same time, and right now we got like 47 viewers live. I'm like, that's fucking good, dude. I'm impressed by that.
Good. Oh, you're good, buddy.
Hell yeah, dude. You know, I mean, for a live, it's like I can't believe 47 people are watching this shit right now. That's fucking.
Oh, I'm sitting there trying to read.
What's up, people?
I get lost.
47 people.
Hell yeah, dude. You know? I mean, it always gets hundreds of views after it gets posted or whatever, but I'm like, just to come and like sit and watch it live, dude, I don't fucking watch anything live, you know? Like, I gotta like make a day of it for a special event. I'm like, oh, all right, cool, you know?
Yeah.
You know, if UFO Proof was on live and it was somebody else, I would probably watch that. I'd be like, oh, let me go watch that. But I'm usually on it, so.
Yes, sir.
There he is. Hey, what up, Tyler? How you doing? Now, how come we can't see you, dude? I can see his. Oh, it's just a profile pic. That's why. No, I thought I saw him moving. Maybe his shit's frozen.
He was moving.
Well, somebody's in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not hearing him.
Oh, there. Yeah. See. No. What the fuck are we looking at? Yeah, because look, they're two different pictures, so they're not profile pics. They're of him, and his shit's like being frozen and like fucking up with him. That's probably why he didn't want to get on.
He just moved.
Hey, can I ask you a
There he is, dude.
Can I ask you a question, Kyle?
I can't hear you.
Oh, no.
Look at his long, luxurious hair, dude. I just want to fucking stroke it, dude, and just like brush it, and I love it, dude. Love that hair.
On there. That was serious.
What up, Alex? What were you asking, buddy?
Man, so Did Rudder and you were friends, or he just bounced, bro? I mean, just personally,
Yeah, this is what happened. Oh yeah, so check us out. No, if you go and click on my link to my website, you get sent to Secure Team 10 site. Now, like I told everybody, I don't know if you might have missed it.
Oh, that's good shit.
Ben wrote me a letter saying, hey, I'm quitting the site. And I'm like, all right. And he's like, I'm quitting the site because you guys don't talk to me enough. And I'm like, all right. You know, and instead of just leave.
What was his name on the channel?
Rudder.
Oh shit, man, you know, fuck.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm quitting the site and I'm shutting it down. I'm like, all right, he could just quit the site and left it alone, but he decides to fucking take the whole thing down and fuck everybody else over. And then all the money that we were all donating to him and shit, like he just fucking ran off. And then people were donating money to me through him. And I didn't see shit of that money. They all took my shit. I'm like, he's a dick, dude. But he shut down this website that I was paying him for. It was supposed to be free. Like, you know, he said he would host it free on his server. And I'm like, sweet. Fuck no, dude. I was paying him for that shit. And he fucking canceled it all out because we weren't talking to him enough. And then he goes and links up he sends the link to Secure Team 10, which I think's kind of funny that he did that. But
so that was not a April Fool's joke, right?
No, dude, it was a fucking dickhead move joke, all right? And that's what he fucking did, man. Don't get me wrong, I thought it was kind of funny, but I was like, oh, you cocksucker. You know, I would have sent it to like whatever poopshoot.com or something, but he sent it to Secure Team 10. So I mean, I thought it was kind of funny.
No, I'd have sent it to Secure Team.
That was funny.
That's how I.
At least he had a good sense of humor, that motherfucker.
Yeah, you know the thing is, he's like, we didn't talk to him enough, motherfucker. He would come on, join a hangout, and he wouldn't say a fucking word, dude. And I'm like, how are you supposed to talk to someone who don't talk back? You know.
Well, this is my thing. He wants to be alone. Like most people that. Not saying. Let me rephrase that. That's fucked up of me to say. I'll say that.
Dickhead. What?
People want to belong to something, and. Sure. A lot of people that come to, you know, who have that, join ufology because they're also, we tend to get that outcast, that, you know, that antisocial, basement dweller bullshit, you know?
Sure,
we tend to be called that.
Which I am.
I am. I fucking
yeah, I'm like, I'm proud of it, motherfucker. I don't like hanging out with people. You guys are cool, man. I need other.
But I mean, I would
case like myself.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Exactly, but they surround themselves with that, and they you know, they latch onto that bullshit, and that's another big thing that people don't understand. Why Secure Team? Why fucking Third Phase? Why all these other, you know, UFO? Why all these crazy big sites tend that? Because they accept
the crazy
those people that aren't using common sense.
Yeah,
like. You could be a little crazy. Everyone in this fucking
room right now, little bit
crazy. Yeah, you're a fucking little bit crazy.
You know, you got to have a different view on things.
You got common sense.
Yeah.
You've seen through all the other bullshit. And he just wanted to be a part of, and he wanted to feel like somebody cared about him. But it wasn't that we didn't. Dude, you belonged. You just wanted to be more than what you were.
Secure Team 10's a fucking...
Go ahead.
Whore.
No, but you never met him in person, Kyle?
He definitely is a whore.
Tyler?
Did you ever meet him in person, Kyle?
The Secure Team 10's an attention whore.
You did what, 17 times?
Secure Team 10's an attention whore.
Oh, Secure Team 10, oh yeah, he needs that attention. He loves it.
I completely agree.
And that's the thing. He's got to fucking, you know, when you accept everybody like that, which all the UFO channels do, they just like, come on, you know, and they want to be open-minded, which I understand, okay? But see, I get to it where it's like, I'm open-minded, but not so open that my brains fall out, you know? I like to hold my brains in there, you know, and they can be leaking. It's okay. They'll like leak a little bit, but, you know, I try to like push them back in and like, get back in there, you know, like, because you got to hold yourself back. Because if you don't, then everything becomes true. There's no more fucking, you know, oh, what questioning this or question. It's real. Fucking everything. Fairies are all real. Everything is real. You got to hold yourself back. And if you want to find the absolute truth, whether you like the answer or not, that's what it comes down to. People want to have their own narratives be true. And you got to be able to accept the fact that you can be wrong, and you have to be willing to accept what the answer is, whether you like it or not, whether you agree with it or not. You know, we could all agree that the fucking, you know, you might think the sky is fucking green, you know, but it's fucking blue. It's like you have to accept it, you know. So it's like you have to sit back and say, okay, it's not green, it's actually blue. You have to be able to do that. You have to be able to say the earth is it's round, you know. You have to be able to hold yourself back, because next thing you know, it's flat. And it's like, that's crazy, you know. You can't.
And reptilians exist.
Is there any flat earthers? Where are the flat earthers? Where are the flat earthers? Let's pull them out. Where are they?
God damn, man, those fucking psychopaths, dude.
I don't get the flat earth theory. I don't get it, man. Fucking man tells you.
What, Tyler? What were we saying?
I don't have nothing.
You don't want to talk about flat earthers because my boss is a flat earther, and I can't. When he gets on that topic, I just walk out the room.
That's, you know what's so funny? Blank was saying, one of our subscribers here, Blank was saying that he's like, dude, go talk about flat earth in a bar and watch how quickly everybody walks away from you and takes the drink that you paid for and just leaves you. All of a sudden, the earth becomes a globe. You're like, oh, okay. He's like, go say that shit in a bar. People be like, look at this psychopath, dude. That's so funny. Your boss is a flat earther? Holy shit,
no
dude.
joke, dude. He is.
Dude, you need to spy on him because he's going to murder somebody. I don't trust him, dude. I'm telling you, dude. I don't trust the boss. He's out to kill somebody. He's a flat. If he thinks the earth is flat, he probably thinks the mailman's trying to kill him. All right, so he's like, I gotta stop this guy, dude. Like, I'm just telling you.
And he's a big conspiracy theorist too.
I actually found an unedited version of the Earth. You know, like a photo from space.
Yeah.
And there was this Japanese weather satellite which shows the Earth's natural color, and it's the gray Earth. And I will post a link to the image in the chat.
Excellent. I want to see it, dude. Oh wait, you have to post it in the message board on here on Google Hangouts, not in the comment section on YouTube. It won't work.
It will work because now that I'm a moderator, it works because I was posting the Hangouts link as well, and it worked. So maybe it will work also.
Oh, look at that, you guys. Can you guys? Oh, here, I'll share my screen. All right, so everyone can see at home or whatever. All right, yeah. Hang on, let me share my screen, guys. This is fucking sick, dude. Hang on. Check this out.
I was just wanting to know how long you guys gonna be on. I'm just gonna try to go run up to the store, get a beer, and
go get a beer, man. I don't know. And it depends just how everyone.
As soon as this came on, I wanted a beer run so quick.
Look at that shit, and I'm fucking.
That's nice.
All right, cool, buddy. Look at that, dude. That's fucking awesome looking.
Yeah, my boss would be like, "Oh, that's
Where's
fake.
The pear shape?
That's photoshopped, or
where's the pear shape?"
Let's see. Well, that's the thing. It's naturally it's spherical, but they're talking like the topography. If you were to remove all the ocean and stuff, it would look kind of like pear-shaped. You know, like like a big globular mass.
There is no pear shape in that shit. I don't see
no there wouldn't be because of the water. Like it's it could become spherical. Like that's the thing. In nature, in the universe, it's spheres like fucking run everything. You know, like they fucking atoms and neutrons and protons and neutrinos and shit are all spheres. You know, and then like all planets are spheres and stars are spheres. It's like everything's a fucking sphere. It makes me think that how we see the universe as being infinite, when it is in fact not infinite. It's like if you just keep going, you're actually going in a curve around through the other side of the universe. You get it? Like you're curving like you would on the Earth. Like it's something like that, I think. Like you like kind of come back around, you know?
Yeah, that totally makes sense to me.
Well,
it makes sense to me. Fuck, dude.
We don't need to get loaded and just draw like curvatures and shit, because we could do that all day. Hell yeah. But
right?
Yeah. I mean, crazy. I mean, there's an infinite amount of possibilities that we could do in the I don't know, bro. I mean, I don't think our brains could fucking wrap around with what's going on, honestly.
Tyler, what kind of knife is that?
Oh, I fucking love it.
Cold steel double agent.
Oh.
Let me see it.
Oh,
dude.
shit.
Hold that up for a second. Yeah, keep it still because your camera's kind of flickering. See, he just moved. Yeah, hold it there for like a minute. Let me see. Ooh, that's fucking sick, dude. Oh, I'll be shaking all kinds of dudes with that motherfucker. That thing's bad, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. Fuck yeah, dude.
Hey, 1 second.
No, don't do it. But
Let's see it.
oh,
I think I was so close to lighting the filter end.
I've done that before.
That's sick, dude.
Oh, shit. Let me light my filter in right here.
Oh, speaking of fucking custom made, did you guys see fucking Raphael's fucking guitar?
Oh man.
Fuck, dude, that thing was bad.
Dope, I did. I was in there tonight.
He was like, yeah, this was made from the last living sequoia tree in Austria. And, you know, this branch was actually blown off by a bolt of lightning from God himself, had this fucker made. You know, like, I was like, that thing was bad, dude. It's fucking awesome, man.
You were like, I'm about to put my
I don't know if I believe the story of what, but
oh, I believe it, like fucking his fucking like where he, you know, like he's like this came from just a tree or whatever, and he had it made himself, and he's like it's like a $4,000, dude. I'm like, that guitar looked like a way more expensive than
those were nice guitars, bro.
You know,
I totally believe it.
I think it was $4,000 for him to have it made. So it was probably because I was like, dude, that guitar looked like it was at least a $7,000-8,000 guitar. That thing looked fucking baller, man. I would have loved to play that. Dude.
He said 4,000. We were like, woo, hold on.
Yeah, I thought it was more than that, dude. I was like, really? I was like, oh, he said it, but I think he was meaning like it was $4,000 that he paid to have it made.
Right. You know? Oh shit. Oh, he had it made.
Yeah, he had that guitar made for him. You know, I'm like, dude, that thing fucking that looked like a fucking like $7,000-8,000 guitar, man. The thing looked nice, dude.
Hell yeah, I would have been like, I'm pulling my guitar. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm putting my guitar back. I'll let you guys look at it later. Give me $5 each.
Yeah.
He has some nice guitars. He's got about 5 or 6 on the wall, though. They were nice guitars.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hey, there he is, you motherfucker. Yeah, what up, Raphael?
Yo, he's on there.
We were just talking about you, dude.
He better just.
Yeah, I was listening. That's why I'm here.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm also making knives here.
Where did you get that wood from to make that badass, sweet fucking guitar, dude?
I ordered it from Germany, from South America, Brazil, I think. Another shit was coming from UK.
Look at that, sis. You got shit from all over. Now, did it cost you $4,000 to have it made?
It was like the wood itself. If I stack everything together, only the wood was like 1,000. With shipping, it was 1,300. And the hardware was another 1,000, and like another 1,000 on top for the craftsmanship, you know.
Yeah. What do you think? If you were to sell your guitar, what would you sell it for?
You know, depending 4 to 5K.
Wow.
Between 4 or 5K, I think.
4 or 5K.
Probably a little more than what he put into it.
Oh yeah, I would think so.
It's custom made. It's only one piece in the world like that.
Yeah. So I'm like fucking. I'm surprised because I looked at it. I was like, man, that's probably at least $7,000-8,000, man. You know, fucking. That's what I was thinking. But you know, we're talking like American prices. We get fucked over here. So.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, it's like $5 or like €3.90 or something. Or
I
don't
forget
know
what it is,
at the moment. But be right back.
Go for it, buddy. Yeah, Cons. Raphael is also in Austria, man. Dude, we got 55 viewers on here, dude. What up?
55, I just looked at that. I was just looking at that. That's cool.
Yeah, hell fucking yeah, dude.
This joint for everybody around the world.
I know, for real, dude. I'm surprised anytime we get 55 viewers. That's fucking awesome. Oh, shit, now we got 55 viewers. 56 viewers. Fuck yeah, I love you. Okay, check us out, dude. I love you, number 56. You rock. Okay, check us out, guys.
I invited all my...
You want 57?
Yes. No, don't, no fake ones, you fucker. Okay, why I got fucking
Oh,
okay,
now you have
I got people on
another
here.
one.
What up, Sean McGuire? How you doing, buddy? What up, Candace? Don't forget, you guys, I don't see the comment section unless I go back here and switch between screens, so I have no idea what you guys are saying, so I apologize about that. Let me see here.
I'm pandering them.
Hey Kyle, what are you gonna do when you get to 10,000 subs?
I'm gonna fuck some girl live on TV, dude. No, when I get to 10,000, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna broadcast a live. I'm gonna stream live from my a mobile app from my phone, because that's like the one of the perks you get. As once you hit 10,000, you're able to stream live via a phone or whatever. Like you have the ability to just turn your phone on and record, push a button and it goes to it broadcasts to live. So you can't do that right now,
We're gonna
become a social justice warrior then.
And then I'll obviously have some, I gotta have some girls dancing and it'll probably be nothing but, I don't know, it might be nothing but jokes, I might be making fun of UFOs for all I know, just to celebrate, That'll be a lot of fun, man.
I remember when you had 200 subscribers.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Me too, man. Me too, man.
I think one person you want to know what's funny? Like, you want to know who's like one of my longest subscribers? Dean from UFO Theater. He was a subscriber of mine when I had like 4 or 5 subscribers. You know that?
Wow.
Yeah, dude. He's been down for a while, man.
Kyle?
Yes. I can't see that.
That's the knife I'm making at the moment. A kitchen knife.
Holy shit! What the fuck is that?
Look at that fucking
It's a
thing,
kitchen
dude.
knife.
Holy fuck, dude.
It's going to be the handles.
Is that for steaks or
Oh,
for
yeah.
killing?
That's for fucking that's for fighting knights.
They're fighting.
I'm also making cosplay shit,
Look at that thing, dude.
Um,
He says it's custom, dude, but it's actually it's a Ginsu with the handle removed, And he's like, look, I made this.
I say, man, my balls tickle. Don't bring that. Ugh.
where the fuck is this shit? This is shit.
Oh yeah, all right, Kyle. Well, I gotta go meet my girl at a restaurant.
You don't have a girl. Get the fuck out of here with your lying ass, dude. You tell your
Hey,
boyfriend I said hi.
Yeah.
Go meet up with your girl, dude. Go.
I'll hit you guys up a little later, man. But
All right, Rich. Have fun, buddy. Peace out, man.
See ya.
you guys.
Oh, see, we're going to be down one, so we got space for one more. Who wants to come and join us?
Come on.
People in here one time.
I know. I fucking, what the fuck?
Boom.
You guys know Naruto? The anime?
What's up?
You guys know Naruto, the anime?
Yeah. The animated show, sure.
Yeah.
Let me see.
It's
Hang on.
wood.
Holy
Wood.
shit. Yeah, boy, you're ready for war.
Well, I can't see it. Whoa. Hold that back up. Oh, look at that little dagger. That thing's bad as shit, dude.
That's also wood.
That's pretty awesome. So, okay, so let's get back to some UFO talk. What up, Unirock? Oh, wait, let me see your sword. Get that sword back here, you fucker.
What's up, Unirock?
It's in the making and it's wood also.
Oh, dude, you ever seen Blind Fury?
No?
Oh, that's what you gotta see with Rutger Hauer, dude. You gotta see Blind Fury. The blind man walking around with a
What's
sword
up, buddy?
and cane, dude, fucking chopping dudes' eyebrows off and shit. Oh, it's fucking sick. Okay, so let's get back to the UFO. Let's get back to the UFO talk. What up, Unirock? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, man, how you doing, bud?
Good, man. So, Unirock, tell me, what do you think is inside the UFO?
Tell us.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, what do you think?
Hold on. Let me. I gotta exit. Gotcha. Okay, I'm in now. I had your video up also, and I was getting a delay. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Inside a UFO. Have you seen the old Vimana diagrams? From India.
Yeah, from the Monica Shastra, the fucking aeronautics of Vimana. Yeah, but that was actually written in like the 1800s. But go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, it gives us like an interesting basis. I think maybe there could be spinning Mercury that could maybe displace gravity or something that could.
Do you
but
think it's an alien, or do you think it's
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I have a really crazy opinion on this, so nobody hate on me.
I'm not gonna hate on you. Let's hear it.
Okay. I started out thinking that they were from other
Unless
planets.
you say the Earth's flat, then I'm gonna hate on you.
No, I'm never gonna say that. Never. Okay, so I used to think they were from other planets, okay? And then as I progressed and researched more, I started thinking like the only way they could be from another planet is if they're using wormhole or some type of like displacement, you know,
Yeah,
not
special
actually
relativity.
traveling through space. Yeah.
Yeah.
So but the more I looked at that, it started to get to me. First, I don't know why, but I started looking into physics and seeing that they talk a lot about other dimensions. Now, hold on, don't anybody go crazy on me yet.
Go ahead.
Because, well, I think that it's a possibility. Like everything that I look at there's no definite thing for me. It could be this, and it could be this. I think it's like 50-50 with me right now if they're from another planet and they figured out a way to get past the speed of light and traveling. And it's about 50-50 that they could be, as crazy as it sounds, from another spatial dimension that we just have a hard time seeing with our own eyes. You know what I mean?
No, see, and that makes sense to me too, as well. Like, you know, because, I mean, obviously, if you look at, you know, like the study of quantum mechanics and stuff, like, you know, there's a good chance that there is a multiverse. So if that's in fact true, then is it not possible that, you know, someone from one of these other verses could in fact come over to this side, you know?
And
I mean, like, could we not open a portal somehow? I mean,
exactly,
not using CERN, because that's not how CERN works. I'm just throwing it out there. But by, you know, some other means or whatever, I mean, it seems like there could be another dimension. And I mean, in fact, if you look at stuff like M theory, you know, M theory says that there's 20 dimensions plus one.
For sure. I
and the plus one is time, which I have a hard time.
I thought the plus one was the mirrored one.
It's possible. I could be wrong, but I find it hard to look at time as a dimension. Have you ever really tried to sit down and look at it? Because like the laws of relativity say that time is relative to space. And so what that means is like as you move through space, you're moving through time. That's the only thing that makes us move through time. Or I'm sorry, moves through, time is moving through space. It's really hard to understand that at first. I had to look at that a lot. Now, when you said the word CERN, I do want to say something now. I don't think CERN is important at all, but what I think is the research they're doing there into other dimensions. I think that would help us to understand this this paradox that we've got going on.
Well, I mean, like they're not really doing research into other dimensions.
Well, yeah, but they found some of their discoveries has shown that other dimensions could exist, is what I meant to say. You know
yeah, like, you know, it's a possibility. Like when they look at, you know, when you're looking at the quantum universe and you're colliding particles together and then you're looking at the quarks that are coming out of them, then, I mean, like, technically, that's a whole nother fucking dimension in itself, you know, like in the subatomic world is, you know, that's what our reality is built upon, you know, but in the quantum universe, physics don't work. Everything's fucking crazy. Although we understand it and we can make predictions of it, and those predictions are in fact true, it's so different from our universe, which makes you think that if there's another dimension parallel to ours, could they not have a whole nother understanding of physics or a whole other physics in general? And so crossing over is you know, something that's easy for them, or, you know,
and also the two, though, could they not be now this is insane and I don't believe this at all, but I'm just saying, if we look at possibilities, could they not be more advanced than us and possibly trying to breach the barrier? And that's why we see some UFOs that look so insane, like they're coming that they're trying to pull themselves together in our dimension before they disappear, because some of them, they display such strange characteristics. You're thinking to yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand, you know, like when I saw the UFO, when I saw the sphere appear above me, okay, I just happened to be looking in the exact spot where this fucking thing came through, and it looked like it came through a wall, a fucking wall, a flat wall, okay, by the way, like it looked like if you could imagine a ball coming through a wall, that's how it appeared. I'm like, what the, I was like, holy fuck, dude, what the fuck was that? I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, and I've seen that too.
It was fucking amazing, dude. Like I was like, holy fuck! Like you would think if it was like an invisibility thing, like you would see it like come from like the center or just appear or something. But it looked like it was going like
basically coming out of a different space, you know?
It looked really weird. Like it could have been from right next door to us. It could have been like right there, or always been there or something. Like it was fucking weird. I'm not saying it's from another dimension, but it came out of a wall in the sky.
Now look too, though, if you looked at how they would travel through our space without having to be tied to our laws of physics, they would have to take a point in space and bend it together to travel through, like a wormhole says it is.
Yeah.
So that would make sense the way you just described. I would think you would see a UFO coming from a farther point away in space by bending space would look exactly like you described, just by using logic, I would think.
Just like coming through fucking, you know, I mean, it was the weirdest fucking looking. I've seen UFOs go invisible and stuff, but like never seen something like, you know, for that particular UFO, when it came through the wall, it fucking just, it was like magic, man. Like, I mean, it looked at one point, I can in my brain, I can remember at one point when it was perfectly halfway through it and it was just a half a dome just stuck there. Like, it was like a fucking amazing, guys. Like, you can't fucking imagine it. It's so unreal, dude. Like, it's mind blowing, man.
Unreal. It takes you out of your reality for a minute, you know?
Fuck yeah. And that's the thing that fucking sucks is like, you see something like that. I had cameras. I had a fucking a DVD camera right next to me. I couldn't, none of those things. All those things were gone now, dude. The only thing in the world was me and that fucking little UFO, dude. That was it. Everything else, nothing else existed anymore. I was just like, holy fuck, dude, you know?
And that's when people's minds open up to the existence of these things. And then you start thinking in a way that could, you know, other things could be possible in this world.
That's where you go off the deep end. That's what happened to me. That's what happens to fucking 99%
I've been off the deep end.
They go off the deep end. You got to be able to hold yourself back and be like, whoa. Hold back. It doesn't make you any less right, okay? It doesn't make you wrong, you know, for fucking, you know, for what you saw. It just, it's holding you back from, you know, making leaps to stuff that's completely not true or so far-fetched it makes you look crazy, you know?
That happens to a lot of YouTubers too, if you notice.
Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, damn, dude.
You can see it.
Yeah, man, they got it bad, dude, you know? I mean, I was just so afraid of falling into that it...
You become too guarded sometimes. Well, you know, people become too guarded sometimes. But that's a good thing. It's a good thing, but...
Yeah, no, Go ahead.
When I first saw a UFO, I was in the military at Fort Campbell, and me and my wife was with me. Well, she's my ex-wife now, but she was with me at the time, and we saw this giant triangle, and I didn't even accept its existence. She was just like screaming, "Jason, pull over! Jason, pull over!" And I was like, "I'm not pulling it over. It's just a plane or something." But it was a triangle. You know, you've seen all those like pictures of them, and it had a little dot in the center with a little, you know, the light in the center looked like it had some haze coming down from it. But anyway. Wow. As soon as it took me a minute to really say to myself, holy fuck. And I pulled over. By the time we pulled over and got out of the car, maybe 10 seconds after we got out, it disappeared. Wow. But we looked around and there was like 4 other cars that had pulled over with us. Now, we were on a military base. So I am going to say it could have been a military aircraft. But just hovering in one spot real close to us. It was
Unirock, who's your pal behind you, man?
Oh, this is Justin. Say hi, bud.
What's up, Justin? How you doing, buddy?
He can't really hear us too well, but he's back here. He's following as much as he can. I got to get my speakers working. He's a member of my team here.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, so now let me ask Raphael. Raphael, what do you think is inside the UFO?
Inside, maybe it's like, you know, if
an alien, an entity, a consciousness, a remote.
I think consciousness, but maybe it could be remote because if you know, we're humans and all this advanced, we have drones and shit. Yeah. If they are advanced so they can bend fucking space, why would they do this, you know? Why would they sit inside a craft? They would go inside a cryo chamber and with like virtual reality and stuff. And
well, when we want to, as humans, if we had the ability to get to another planet, wouldn't you want to go there physically?
I would go. I would go there physically, but only because we haven't. Maybe they are immortal, you know. Maybe
who knows? Yeah,
know. Maybe. But if I'm immortal, I would care. If I'm immortal and I have like powers, I would split my consciousness up and clone myself and
yeah, put yourself
discover everything and discover and gather information
maybe you pick
knowledge.
I wouldn't go till I sent a probe. I mean,
yeah,
you don't want to go.
I'm sending the probe first before anything. I'm sending fucking .5 to go over there and check it out. You know,
dude, I'm sending a million of them. I'm not just sending one. I don't care. Fuck taxpayers' money. I'm sending a billion of them. You know, fuck all you in your schools and your fucking music programs.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah, fuck that. Eat a dick. That's what I'm gonna say.
That's fucking hilarious, dude. Oh fuck, man. Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to get off here, you guys, and because for real, I have to literally start setting up everything for tonight because I had issues fucking last night, and even though I saw some crazy shit, I wasn't able to record one fucking thing because I just was not prepared for the temperature and the effects on all the equipment and stuff, and it fucking sucked. So I want to make sure that I have everything prepared and set up and ready to go and tested. So I might actually come back on with like a little sneak peek live test just to see how everything's working. And because it's gonna fucking, hopefully it'll go down tonight, man. Hopefully the weather's clear and everything's good and we're good to go. But I need to start. Yeah, it's like I got to start now and fucking setting it up because it's a hassle.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wait up all night for this shit. All right.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, but that's the thing. Like, I gotta be up all night for it too. So if I have to, that means you fuckers have to, dude. Because this is gonna rock. It's gonna be so much fun, dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna get freaking lit and watch some fucking UFOs, dude. Imagine if we had like an incredibly close encounter, like on live stream. Like that would be fucking
hardcore.
We would be called liars and charlatans in a second, dude. They would all be like, "Boo!" You're like, "No, it's real. It's live." That'd be fucking.
I got a question for everyone. Has anyone seen a UFO that's like, okay, say you've seen it and it hit the horizon, it was going, not common, I'm talking like, bam, like hits the horizon, like a moving object, like a UFO.
I have
space.
seen.
It was in space.
No,
I've seen videos like that.
I've never seen them go that fast. Like I've seen them go fast, but I've never seen them like, boom, and fucking like I've never seen them do that. You know.
I have once.
That was the second.
It's a point that's staying in the air, and then it was away. But straight forward.
Mine went
straight up.
Yeah, mine did the same thing. Like I seen it, and then like I was driving. This was the second time I was with somebody that they seen it. Like the other times I seen it, I was like a kid, I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at, so I just whatever. And then like I told you, the red dots, and this was after, and I had seen a GTR, Nissan GTR, my favorite fucking car, and I started screaming, and I was driving, my friend was in the car, and he was like, "Shut the fuck up screaming," he's fucking, I scream, when I see a badass fucking supercar, I'm gonna fucking scream, I like cars. Right, so we're driving down the fucking highway, and he's in the passenger seat, he's looking at his fucking phone, and I'm like, "Oh my fucking God, what the fuck is that? Like it just hit the fucking horizon." He's screaming at me, "Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!" Screaming.
He thought you were talking about a car.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, screaming at some fucking car." I'm like, "Dude, it's night. There's no fucking cars around us." Like, I'm like, "You didn't see that?" He's like, "No, you're fucking crazy." And so whatever. 10 minutes go by, and he sees it, and I see it too. And he starts fucking screaming. I also had a third friend in the fucking car. I was like, "I told you I'm not fucking crazy, you piece of shit." And he's like, he's screaming, and he's telling the dude in the backseat, he's like, "He's not fucking crazy. I thought he was crazy." And he's like, it was fucking absolutely insane. And that right there, that instance changed my motherfucking best friend, my brother's whole point of view on UFOs.
Oh yeah,
he dived more deep into that. He knows more shit than I do.
Yeah,
like.
When you see something, man, it fucking changes you. You want to learn about it.
It was it was so gratifying knowing that I'm not alone. I've seen these things not alone. Like people are around, and we didn't.
That fucking helps, dude.
Yeah, like because when you see that type of shit and you're alone, you feel even more alone because you're like, how fucking small am I in this universe?
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree, man. Okay, well, I gotta dip out so I can get this shit set up. But you guys, stay on here, do whatever the fuck you guys do after I hang up. Sometimes I've seen these guys on here for fucking like 9 hours after I've been done with it before, dude. It's fucking funny, man. But,
Kyle, you can't leave right now.
All right,
no, stay. I have something special for you.
Yes, Cons.
Yeah.
Life is like a hurricane.
DuckTales, dude, I love it.
Aeroplane, it's
You're gonna get me in trouble, dude. Copyright, you fucker.
Right to the channel.
No one gets to talk shit about DuckTales, dude. I'll make a hardcore version of that shit.
Stranger behind you, there's a stranger out to find you. What to do? Just scramble to someone else. Tales of daring, you bad and good.
That's fucking awesome, dude. That's sweet. Yeah, I love it. That's his shit, man. All right, you fuckers. I'm out here. I'll see you guys tonight, all right? All right, you out. Wow, that tracking, like whenever there's a satellite, it'll fucking nail it and track it, you know. So that works perfectly to let you know, like when I'm using last night I was using it and I could see that what I was looking at was definitely not a fucking satellite, you know, that it wasn't, there was nothing anywhere near it. Like it was cool, man. And I had a couple cool sightings last night. I had also a bunch of satellite sightings, but of course, man, it was fucking, dude, it was sick. It was awesome. And I learned a couple things because I never really went and hunted at such a temperature. Like it's a little cooler out here at night in Washington. And the laser doesn't work very well. It has to be past a certain temperature. So I had to keep running in the house and like hitting it with a blow dryer and shit, trying to keep it fucking warm so the laser would keep working. I mean, it's something I knew about, but like I didn't think that this temperature would be cold enough to make the laser not work. I understood what it was like in Indiana when it'd get cold, the laser wouldn't work at all. But out here I was like, yeah, it's not that bad, you know? And it still just fucking wasn't enough. I did post a link, so let me see. Sorry guys, let me post this. Oh, what up, Ricky? How you doing? Jason Valance, Forerunner, doing good? Dennis, Monica, everybody. Mr. Sevensby, how you guys doing? Here's a link, you guys. Oh yeah, man, I've seen a bunch, dude. But what's really great, Monica, is when you see when you have like your app out, when you have like something like Heavens Above, and you can literally spot where every single satellite is, and then you see an object that's up there that's not a satellite, it's not an airplane or anything. You're like, that little motherfucker, you know. That's what's fucking cool. Not spy satellites, I presume. Well, I mean, even the spy satellites, you know, we would know, but it really comes down to, you know, what satellites just do physically, Mr. Sevensby, as in, did you spot the duck? Do you hear it? I hope not. As for when you like, you know, they don't ever like really go backwards, you know. Never heard it before. Really? Like it's fucking, you guys hear it right now? As for, oh, who's on here?
What up, man?
Hey, what up, Rich? How you doing, buddy?
Oh, fucking hanging out. Swing got some weed.
Hey,
What's
can
up?
you hear the fucking like that noise, like that like quacking kind of duck noise every so often?
Do
you hear it coming through?
Hold on, let me put my headphones on. I haven't yet. Let me check it out. Oh, first I guess I'd have to find my headphones.
Yeah.
I don't really hear it though right now. Hold on, let me turn your shit up on YouTube real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute my stuff and see if you hear it, and I'm just gonna keep talking about random shit and see if you hear it.
All right, bud.
All right, so I can't hear if he's saying anything to me or whatever. So I'm just testing this right now to see if there's that fucking noise being made by my stupid computer, because I cannot deal with that. It's like a little. It like makes this fucked up little noise, dude. I mean, I don't know what it is, like something with my computer or something with the cable for the microphone. I mean, the mic's good. I use it for recording in the studio, you know, recording music and shit. It works fucking perfect. But for some reason, it makes this fucked up little noise, dude. Through the feeds, it seems to like I hear a noise. They hear a noise. I'm gonna see cable for let me see here.
Damn it.
Sorry, you guys. Oh, here, let me check.
I don't hear it, man.
Okay, what'd you say?
I don't hear it.
You don't hear it? Okay, well then, thank God, because I was like, I'm gonna quit this fucker. I'm not gonna deal with that shit, dude.
That shit made you go crazy, huh?
Fuck yeah! Well, not me. I don't hear it. Oh, you got to mute your thing again, or your channel, like the YouTube video.
Yeah, I did. It might come.
Yeah, I don't hear it, but everyone else does. And I listened to it last night, and I was like, that's fucking annoying, dude. I'm like, no, I couldn't even keep the show going. I was like, fuck this, dude. No, fuck away, man.
No shit, man.
Do you know if they still allow people to scan SETI? Oh yeah, of course they do. You know, I mean, people like link up with SETI and NASA and help them scan. Hey, yo, is Yoga Dork in the house? Nope, she would have already said something if she was here. If she was in the house, she'd be on fucking Hangouts with me right now. She always comes on, not like you pussies. Let's see.
All right, I'm gonna try it a different way, man, because hopefully this doesn't echo out really bad. Let's give this a shot. We're just
give it a shot. Blah blah blah
right.
blah blah.
How's that?
Nope. Nope.
Good?
Nope. No.
Echo.
No.
Is it
Super
echoing?
fucking echo.
Damn it. Hold on a sec. Keep a couple minutes. I'm gonna try something.
All right, go for it, man. So anyway, so what I wanted to discuss is like besides like these tools for UFO hunting. So I'm going to do this UFO hunt tonight as long as the sky is clear. It's kind of cloudy right now, but it doesn't look like not the kind of it's like cumulus clouds or whatever, like the big little puff balls. So those fuckers just kind of float by. So as long as it stays like that, I'm hoping that we should be able to do it tonight. And I'm like as soon as it gets dark, I'm going out there, you know. But I was having some problems with the camera, and I'm hoping that the programmer.
I think they're starting to censor their shit, man. I've been hearing people talk about it for a few weeks now and stuff. So I started noticing, and like I got another buddy named Jeremy Phillips out in LA. He does these fucking skits and stuff. Yesterday I was unsubscribed from him. Jeremy Phillips.
Don't know him, but yeah, I understand. But because I got a guy on here, Ducky #2, who fucking constantly, I like every day or something. It seems like I see him subscribe to me because I get an email every time someone subscribes to me, and I constantly see emails from him because he's constantly like, dude, I keep getting unsubscribed for you for some reason. He's like, what? And it's like, I know he's a fan of the show. I talk to him all the time. He's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but all the time, dude, my shit gets unsubscribed from you. And so they fuck around too. And censoring shit. Yeah, I put out a video about the Cincinnati shooting, you know, and I was actually making fun of all the people who call that shit a hoax when they're like, oh yeah, Sandy Hook was a hoax. Like, you fucking crazy psychopaths.
Idiots, man.
Yeah, I know, fucking morons, man. And so I'm making fun of them, you know. I'm like, I wonder how long it's going to take before some asshole comes out and says this is a hoax. Okay, so I'm making fun of them. And I put on the title, Cincinnati shooting, a hoax, fraud, whatever, to bring them all in. Basically, I was trolling those people.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
YouTube wouldn't let me monetize the video. Of course, I didn't monetize it anyway because it's only a 30-second video. It's just like a little clip because I just wanted to fuck with people. But yeah, but they wouldn't let if I wanted to, they wouldn't let me. There's, you know, just because of what the title is. But I think it's kind of cool because I don't think that shit should be allowed on YouTube. I think that's fucking, I think when you're crazy like that and you're causing families to fucking suffer. I mean, dude, people are like calling up those families and harassing them, saying you're liars and shit. And it's like, dude, my fucking kid was killed, you know? And they're calling them up like, you're a crisis actor. It's like, no, I'm just a dude, you know? I'm fucking, some crazy fucking asshole shot my kid in the face, all right? You know, like fucking, I think those people need to be fucking, I don't censor it. Like, I could give two shits, man. They want to censor all the fucking the racist fucking neo-Nazi fucking bullshit. Get rid of it. Fuck it, dude. I don't give two fucks. It's not. It doesn't affect me. You know. And
so I got kind of an idea.
What's up, man?
There's a place called paltalk.com. I was kind of saying a few times, but that's an easier way to. You have to check it out and shit. We can make it real easy. You can make it real easy.
What is it?
It's called paltalk.com. And you could actually have everybody go in there. You can open up your room, have up to 200 people in that room, and you can control who like hits the mic and shit, you know? And
yeah, like here.
One at a time. We all couldn't talk at once. Like only one of us could talk at a time.
Oh. Yeah, well.
Yeah, it's kind of fun that way.
It's I think the thing is that you know, when everyone, because when some people want to be able to jump right in, and then some people will just sit there and not say anything until they're being polite and like taking their turn. So it's like fucking I like the way Google how it works, and I think once we do it long enough, like when I have people come on here who've been on the show a bunch of times, they know when it whatever should be able to see it and everything. Like fucking because you really got to zoom in, and it's really got to be like like bright stars and stuff. Although I did catch a bright possible satellite or UFO. I don't know. I didn't have the app, so I wasn't looking at the time because I was actually just using the camera. But I was able to zoom in on it, but you couldn't see all the other stars around it except for like one or two, like really the bright ones that it was passing. So hopefully I could figure out something for that. And then the fucking laser, I got to figure out a way, and if anyone knows a way, let me know, of keeping that motherfucker warm at night. Like, you know, while it's outside. I was thinking, like, you know, I got some thick, like, snow gloves and shit. I wonder if I could, like, put it in the snow glove, you know, and, like, fucking, or maybe, like, one of those hand warmer packages. You know, like those little bags. I wonder if that would work. Probably. That's a good idea. I'm a fucking genius, dude. And that's what I should do. I should get some of those hand warmers and fucking put that in a glove and set the laser in there or something. Or Mylar. Maybe I could just like wrap it in Mylar. I wonder if that would work. Then I could have it attached to my camera. Oh, and then, you know, what really sucks is, so I'm trying to UFO hunt, and I got my action camera, fucking this motherfucker. I got this bad boy right here hooked up to this fucking bad boy right here. Okay, I got like taped on and everything. Then I got my fucking laser that goes on top of it right here. And the whole setup was fucking perfect, but it got too cold and shit. It fucking sucked. But it was a pain in the ass trying to like focus in on anything, and like to if you don't have the camera hooked up to this app where you can like zoom in with it, then it's just a small little tiny hole on the screen, so you can't fucking see what you're looking at. You have to like literally have the app open, zoom in with it, and that app only records for like a minute at a time. It's fucking stupid as fuck for some reason. I don't know why it does that, but it does. And because I think, you know, we might be able to get better footage with this than with the Sony Handycam. You know, it's like, this is a nice camera, you know, from back in the day, you know, but it's got the night shot on it, you know, night vision or whatever. So, and plus it'll link directly to I can broadcast this live, so through XSplits. So that should be cool, but I'm not sure how well it's gonna work, because I'm so used to using like my night vision and shit like that. So I guess we're gonna find out. Hopefully we'll be able to find out tonight. Let me see what you guys there. Now I can hear you with no echo.
Yeah, I fixed it, dude. It just took me a second to reap on my wiring for my studio shit. So, you know. Hey, I've been noticing some weird shit lately, though, actually.
What's up?
Like Facebook, YouTube, and shit, dude.
What's up, you guys? UFO Proof here. And hopefully this is going out live. Of course, I'm doing it on Google Hangouts this time, so fuck if I know. It's been a pain in the ass lately. But for today, there's a couple of things I wanted to discuss. One is what's inside a UFO. So, you know, like, you know, let's kind of debate on that subject, and, you know, what your insights might be. And then also the live UFO hunt. If the weather is clear tonight, then it's going down, because it should have went down last night. It was cloudy as fuck up. Like even when I did my live broadcast last night, it was still cloudy. But after that, it got clear as hell and it was gorgeous out. And I had so many awesome sightings last night. It was fucking incredible, man. So I'm definitely going out tonight. But I learned some shit from going out last night and trying to set up all the equipment and stuff. So like I gotta fucking, I'm glad I didn't do it last night and have it set up because it wouldn't have fucking worked for shit. And there's so many other things I have to adjust and tweak and, you know, oh, I got to get pass you guys the link, fuckers. I'm sorry. Let me do that. I'm going to post a link for the Google Hangouts if you want to come and join me in the comment section. All right. Oh, what up, Raymond? What up, Cooper? Cons, how you doing, buddy? Oh, yeah. Come say what's up. Link should be right there. So you guys want to come and talk to me about UFOs or whatever, tell me a story or, you know, on UFOs or ancient aliens. Feel free, come and join us, man. But I would just want to discuss like some of the shit that like fucking happened last night, man. So early in the night, before I did my live broadcast, I had seen it looked like a meteor bomb, but it was really close. In fact, but it looked weird because it looked like it was half gold and half silver. And it looked really, really close too. But I assume it was a meteor, but it was really weird looking. It was a fucking weird looking meteor. So I was like, okay, so that kind of like, I'm like, I think tonight might be a good night. And then it got all cloudy and kind of sucked, but I still wanted to go out and just hunt anyway. And I did it, and the sky got fucking crystal clear. And man, there was shit going all over the fucking sky. And so I remember pulling out my ISS tracker, or not, excuse me, not my ISS tracker, but my satellite AR, which is an application that every UFO hunter should have. It's a fucking must. So as you can see, like some of the stuff, I don't know if you guys can see or read that. Let me see that. Yeah, search potentially visible objects, amateur radius. I mean, this hunts for everything, all right? But it'll show you anything that's in your area that you can see, any kind of satellite. And so, and it uses augmented reality. So you just hold your tablet up and it, like your camera sees the space or whatever, and then it puts a little satellite where it should be. And it does a really good job.